In Beijing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Lei reacted cautiously to the deployment of US Marines to Australia, saying China hoped all countries would work together to maintain peace in the region.
Regional countries' policies and the interactions with relevant nations should favor peace, stability and development in the region. We hope relevant countries can make a constructive contribution to building a united and harmonious Asia-Pacific.
The Foreign Ministry's remarks came the day after 200 US Marines arrived in northern Australia, the first detachment to a new permanent joint training hub that in the months to come is expected to host 2,500 American troops. China is Australia's most important trading partner. Australian officials, together with their American counterparts, have rejected suggestions that America's growing military presence in the north of Australia is intended to counter the growing might and regional assertiveness of China. Chinese officials have likewise downplayed the significance of the deployment. Everyone, however, is mindful of its strategic meaning. China is dependent on imports for well over half of the oil it needs to maintain its breakneck economic growth. More than 60% of this imported oil now passes through the Strait of Malacca. It's a vital passageway that could be closed by America in an emergency because it has a close alliance with the country that sits astride the strait, Singapore. Aside from the Strait of Malacca, there are two routes between the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea, the Lombok Strait and the Sunda Strait. Both cut through Indonesia, and both could be controlled by an American military presence in northern Australia.
This is China's top strategic priority, is its vulnerability to oil imports over distant and vulnerable supply routes, and the ability of the U.S. Navy to snip the umbilical cord.
To reduce its dependence on sea routes from the Middle East, China is building energy pipelines overland through Myanmar to its southern province of Yunnan. Yet these two are now being challenged. The past year has seen a dramatic improvement in relations between America and Myanmar, helped along by political reform in Myanmar and its long history of antipathy towards its giant northern neighbour. Stephen Rebay, Press TV, Beijing.